Hi, my name is Kate Maven, author of 101 Secrets of Canadian Culture. Secret number 12 is respect our personal space. And I'm lucky enough that one of my newcomer students, Fabiana, has joined me here so that we can compare personal space in Canada versus her country. Fabiana, welcome.
Hi, Kate.
Can
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Fabiana. I'm from Peru. I've been here in Canada since August 27, almost 1 year. That's
Okay, great. So what I want to ask first is, you've been in Canada for about 1 year. We're going to discuss how COVID has affected us after, but you came to Canada before that all happened. But I wanted to compare how close people in Peru would stand to each other versus how close you would see Canadians standing. So if you don't know somebody, if you're in a bank or you're in another public building, how close are you comfortable standing together?
yes. In my country, for example, when you meet someone new, it's common, it's normal to give a kiss in our cheek.
Okay.
And when
So
you
a
have a
complete,
friend,
the first time you meet,
yes, the first
instead
time,
of shaking hands,
no,
you
has
kiss a stranger.
kiss.
Does it make
Yes,
any difference if it's a man or a woman?
not any difference.
Okay.
No, no, we don't
New
have any
person,
difference.
give them a kiss.
Yes, always,
Okay.
always.
Okay.
And when I have a friends or best friends, we always give a hug.
Okay.
And I think it's very different from here because here the people don't kiss, keep the distance. That is very different than in my country.
Okay. What about in a bank? What about in a lineup? How close would you be comfortable standing to a stranger, or how close could somebody stand behind you in a
Very
bank?
close. In my country, it's very close.
No
All the
space.
time. No space. All the
Does it make
time.
any difference if it's a man or a woman? Can a man
Any
stand
difference?
closer? No difference.
No difference. No difference. Don't
Okay.
touch you. For
Shouldn't
example,
touch you.
don't touch,
Yeah.
but very close to us.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you know what the distance is, the normal distance is in Canada?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But what I see is that the person keep the distance. Maybe
Yeah.
1 meter.
Well, we
Yes.
say one arm length.
Yes.
Okay, so from my wrist to my shoulder, but 360 degrees around me. So you should be no closer. Like if I can put my hand behind me and touch you, I am not happy.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Yes.
beside me, the other side of me, in front of me, 360 degrees. That's called my personal space. And if you are inside that, we had better be best friends or married.
Ah.
Or family. Okay, so in a public space, we don't like people to be close to us. And there's a big difference between men and women and between older people and younger people. If an older woman is standing right behind me, I'm probably okay with that. But if a young man, particularly if the man is bigger than me, is standing behind me, I'm a little bit scared.
Ah.
Okay, and I don't know if that's partly my generation or my age or something, but I definitely am not as comfortable with a young man standing close to me as I would with an older woman standing close to me. Okay, my second
Okay.
question is about touching while you talk. So when I'm talking with my best friend, I don't normally put my hand on them ever. And I wonder in Peru, do you touch each other while you're talking?
Yes, we touch a lot. We touch a lot, especially with our best friends.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter it's a man or it's a woman.
Yeah.
Everybody touch. Yes,
Okay.
and hug a
Where
lot.
where do you touch while you're talking? Where would you hold hands? Do you touch their arm? Like where would you touch them?
It depends. Maybe in their arms.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. So on the upper arm
yes, it's
would be
okay.
normal. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
how close would you stand to have a conversation? Like if I'm having a conversation with my very best friend, I still want her to be an arm's length away.
No, yes, in my country we can stay very close, very close.
I've seen this where two people are talking and their faces seem to be about this
Yes.
far apart, and it makes me so nervous. But for
Yes, in
you,
my
that's
country is
absolutely
the
no
people
problem.
meet. Yes, no, no, we don't have any problem with that.
Yeah, so there's no sense of personal distance.
No.
What could a man or a woman do physically that would make you feel uncomfortable?
Uh, with the woman, nothing, I think so.
What if she
But
put
with the man,
what if she put her arm around your waist and said,
it's a
Fabiana?
woman. Yes, if it's a woman, it's okay. But if it's a man, I feel
And
uncomfortable.
you
But
don't know.
just with a man, yes,
Okay. So if a woman came up and put her arm around you, you would not feel strange
nothing.
about that.
No, nothing.
Because one of the things that I have noticed a change in my lifetime is that my mother's French Canadian, and when I was growing up, she kissed us on the lips to say hello. She kissed us always. She kissed us on the lips to say hello. And how would your mother kiss you on the lip to say hello?
No, in the cheek, always in the cheek,
So
never
the same
in the
as a
lips.
stranger,
Mm-hmm.
but every single time, every time
Yes,
your
every
mother.
single time. Yes, and when I see to my mother, maybe I hug, but if I say hello, always with the cheek, kiss in the cheek.
Okay, so but every single time.
Every single time, yes.
Okay, so when I see my friend every day, I wouldn't normally touch them at all, but I would hug them maybe Monday after I haven't seen them for the weekend, or if it's been
Mm-hmm.
weeks, definitely hug. When I see my sons a few times a year, we definitely hug. But if I saw them every day, I wouldn't be hugging even every day. Even though I love them so much, it would be a little bit weird for me to get a kiss. That would be very strange for me.
Yes, in my country, for example, or right now with my kids, always when they wake up, give me a kiss for me and to my
Oh,
husband. Always.
and
Yes.
with their father as well.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
see, now I'm being a little bit sexist because kissing your mom, yeah, but kissing your dad?
Yes.
Okay, so they can't. How old are your kids?
My oldest son is 27 years old. My youngest is 17, and my youngest is 14 years old.
So the 14 and the 17-year-old kiss their parents in the morning?
Yes, yes.
Oh my goodness. When my kids were teenagers, if we were in public, they would never kiss me.
Wow.
And in private, if I try to hug them, or I never kiss them, but if I try to hug them, they'd be like, Mom.
Yes.
Teenagers
Until now, yes.
don't want contact with their parents. So when you came here, did you think Canadians are not very affectionate? Is that how we appear to you?
Yes, it's not affectionate, but at the same time, the people here are very kind.
Okay.
Don't touch, but are very kind and always the people here are happy.
Okay, so they make you feel welcome even though they don't touch you.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. My last question is about how COVID has affected you. I think because we don't have that much physical contact normally with our, friends and coworkers, COVID hasn't changed things very much. You know, when I meet someone the first time, I will shake their hand, but the second time I don't shake. In some cultures, they would shake hands every single day, but I would never shake hands after the first time. I would find it very weird to shake hands. But after COVID, we may never shake hands again. I don't know. Yeah. So, but are you finding people to be less affectionate now? Are you finding any difference?
No less
with
affectionate,
your
but
yeah.
yes, in my country, I feel that the people have a lot of fear about the COVID, and it's very difficult because we stay very close, touching a lot, and now we have to keep the distance. I think it's difficult, and it's for that in my country we have to use the mask all the time. If you go outside, you have to use it's mandatory to use the mask.
Okay, so one of the differences you're seeing is that Canadians who go to the park or go to the beach are not wearing masks, but they're not touching each other.
Yes.
Whereas in Peru, they would have to wear a mask.
Yes, because we always
get close.
Get close and touch the people. And I think it's for that it's mandatory to use the mask.
Yeah. So you think the people in Peru, are they finding it harder to adapt?
Yes, it's very hard to adapt to this situation.
Yeah. So it is affecting the social relationships.
Yes, a lot.
Okay. But just before we finish, I want to know if you have any questions for me about physical contact between Canadians.
No, I don't have any question.
Okay. No, I think that, you know, we're quite, you know, there's maybe a lot more difference between individuals than there is between Canada and other countries. I know some Canadians who never touch anybody ever. And I know other Canadians who are probably very much like people from Peru who just, I personally, I'm kind of a huggy person. I used to go around hugging everyone. So there's a lot of variation in Canada. So you might see people very close, and you might see people who don't go very close. If you're walking with your husband, I forgot to ask this, if you're walking with your husband, do you normally hold hands? Or if you're walking with your children, would you hold hands?
Yes, we are working with our, yes.
So your husband, yes. I hold hands with my husband when we're out for walks. But my son stopped holding my hand when they were about 12.
Yes, with my kids, no, but with my husband, yes.
Okay, so it's more for romantic relationships.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining me. This has been really good, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Kay. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
As always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you'd like more information about Canadian culture, please check out my book, 101 Secrets of Canadian Culture. It's available on Amazon in most regions, and in Canada, it's available on amazon.ca. Stay tuned. Next week, secret number 13, avoid body noises. Thanks for watching.